Kingdom of Azar Overview. The race that was in control of Azar was known as the Demi-Humans. The Demi-Humans came into existence in 1 LE after the ancients vanished from the world. They have a reputation for being the greatest warriors. Azar functioned as a single desert, inhabited by several tribes that maintained their isolation and journeyed across the desert. Later in the LE, there were several cities that were made by the bigger tribes and several smaller villages that were made by the smaller tribes. One clan leader ruled each tribe, while the smaller tribes paid tribute to the biggest tribe that they were closest to for protection from the other bigger tribes. There was a city that was controlled over by the bigger tribes that had a massive market that everyone would sell the products they made to. The products that were made were from the corpses of the monsters that they hunted. The smaller tribes would hunt the smaller monsters that were close by them, while the bigger tribes hunted whatever they wanted. When there were bigger monsters that were found by any tribe, they would inform the biggest tribe nearby that there was an enormous monster, and the big tribe would make the smaller tribes send their best warriors to them, and they would hunt the monster together. The members of the tribe would individually approach the big tribe and choose the monster they wished to hunt for their coming of age ceremony. They would then have a tattoo imprinted on them with the blood and mana from the monster, which would give them abilities from that monster. There are also dungeons that randomly appear and some that are hidden and hold the knowledge of the ancients. The Kingdom of Azar has several important places, some that were kept secret and the demi-humans only knew about, and some that they shared with the others when Emperor Augustus reigned. The important places the demi-humans shared with others included the demi-human arenas that were found in each city, the demi-human sacred pond that was found in the marketplace city, also the locations of the oasis found in the desert, the places that were kept hidden and only the demi-humans knew about were the Azar temple that was hidden in the desert, as well as the Azar desert mausoleum. Geography. The whole of the Azar kingdom was a desert. You could find some mountains in some locations and several oases in some remote locations. Cities were the only places with water sources nearby. The smaller tribes either bought the water through trade or had to get water from the oasis that the monsters drank from. The monsters found in the desert include desert wolves, desert gnolls, desert goblins, desert trolls, desert dragons, and desert worms. History. In 1 LE, the desert was inhabited by tribes of demi-humans that did not have any cities or villages because they were always on the move. As the tribes began dying off because of the monsters of the desert, they started marrying into each other's tribes, and some tribes banded together to make bigger tribes. By 110 LE, the tribes started making villages next to an oasis, which by 134 LE became cities. In 210 LE, a young demi-human by the name 𝗦𝗢𝗓𝗓 went around defeating all the leaders of the bigger tribes. She earned fame and became known as the strongest and wisest demi-human. After she went and killed a desert dragon on her own, the decision was made to appoint her as the ruler of all the tribes. In 215 LE, the Kingdom of Azar was formed. Demi-human Queen 𝗦𝗢𝗓𝗓 ruled the Kingdom of Azar to the south until Emperor Augustus Proudville defeated the demi-human queen in combat. After her defeat, she chose to become his wife, and during ME, Queen 𝗦𝗢𝗓𝗓 became the overseer of this nation until the current era, where Noel Proudville, the child of both 𝗦𝗢𝗓𝗓 and Augustus Proudville, became king. Government. The government of the Kingdom of Azar is an elective monarchy, where the king is not passed down, but is given to the strongest member of the tribe, depending on if they pass certain conditions. These conditions were mostly tests of wisdom and intelligence, because they needed the ability to keep the tribe alive. It also is an absolute monarchy, where the king has absolute power over his people. The demi-humans held to tradition and believed that honor must come before everything else. They would not go too far, because they would feel like they dishonored themselves and their family.